I believe that the fires we're cast upon are the flames we shall become. I believe in a common calling where our temples pray as one. I believe in the word of wonder and a kingdom for the saved.
Hey everybody, we're back for the finals, and they claim that it's going to start at 6 o'clock, which is in 3 minutes. I just wanted to get some things set up here during this. So we should be starting here in like 3 minutes. Let me know when you guys are logged on. By the way, there's a referral link. And if you guys share this, you will be able to get this. You get $10 for logging in. It's cool. Let's see. Let's see where we're at with this. Looks like they're just starting to get set up here. Not quite there yet. Can you absorb testosterone, sip, and eat through the skin if it was split on you? No, you cannot. You have to inject it. Sorry. I started this a few minutes before it was going to start because I want to set some things up. So, but it should be starting momentarily. Do you like any of the new tech or Panada equipment or the old stuff better? Honestly, I prefer the old stuff. I'm not saying it's bad. I've used the new stuff, and the old stuff just feels just better. I carry in flex leverage, Nautilus, hammer strength. Some of the movement arms and the angles are just weird. The leverages, they don't fit. And they're made for people that are like really tall with long limbs or something weird. Shit. This thing is buffering. I'm not sure why. I was never high on anything. I don't know what you guys are talking about. All right, they're starting the national anthem. So we should be starting up any second now. Did the pros open star? And do you think Beastwood is going to win? No, Beastwood, I don't think he's going to win. I think he's going to get third. He's just not in the condition he was last week. Seems like he tried to come in fuller, which I don't know. Could have helped him, but I don't think it did because now he's just not in the condition he was. And the other guys were thicker than him. I was nodding out because I was up all night last night doing masters in Japan, and we're the only ones that covered the Masters Japan because I think nobody else wanted to be up in the middle of the night. So, yeah, that's what happened. Okay. So they're doing the national anthem and then we should be on our way. So who do you guys think? Who do you guys think is going to win? I got Brandon, and I think Phil is second. I got to say, John Jewett looks the most improved since last week, for sure. And then I think Quintin could be at third or even fourth. I know some people are not going to like that, but that's just what I'm seeing. By the way, if you guys want to log into the live stream so you can watch it long, just go to Texas Pro. Let me see if I can share the link with you guys. Let's see. There it is right there. Should be able to find it right there. They're doing announcements and stuff right now. By the way, they're going to be starting with women's category. I think women's physique before we get to the men's open. So you got a little bit of time, unless you want to watch women's physique. I like women's physique, but I don't know how many of you guys are into it. I wouldn't buy the pay-per-view just to watch it, probably. Not that I have anything against it. I just wouldn't pay for it, but I would pay to watch the men's open. I think that's like most people anyways. Probably some women's physique are going to hate on me for that, but it is what it is. Let's see. There's By the way, any of you guys, do I know who won? Are you asking about the Japanese, the Masters Olympia. I'm assuming you're asking me about Masters Olympia 212. Yes. Shoot, what's his name? I looked at it earlier. I did look at the winner. I'll tell you in a minute. But Hottie got second. Oh, your Texas Pro? Well, the Texas Pro is not over. We're just getting started on the finals. So we can't know who won the Texas Pro because it hasn't. We just did prejudging this morning. But who do you think? Based on the prejudging, I have Jordan Hutchinson winning. I will bet money on that. And I have Palacio in second. Joe Palacio in second. I think Quintin is third or maybe fourth. Yeah, I think Hutchinson will win. I'm almost positive he's going to win. He's just more complete than anybody else. He has everything. He's got the conditioning, he's got the size, he's got the shape, structure. Hottie got second. Yes. And honestly, I think that was a gift because there was other guys that were as good or better. Who do you think come better than last week? Hutchinson? He looked damn good last week. I don't know if he's necessarily better. He was that good last week too. Maybe he's better. But I think Quintin's off from last week. That's what I think. Now, originally, by the way, not Hadi Shupan, Hadichi, no, not Hadi Shupan, Hadichi Yamaguchi. Hadi Shupan is not competing in the Masters Olympia. Hadichi Yamaguchi, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but he was a great bodybuilder in the day, but he's just father time catches up to everybody. So I hope they get this thing on the road here because I got to train legs tonight still. Yeah, no Hadi Shupan winning. I mean, competing in that. Let's see. They're still doing. Oh, Sid Faruqi is, by the way, doing the live stream commentary. So he's, Sid's great, but he's giving a whole speech. They're still doing stuff. They always drag these things on, the introductions. All right, looks like they just finished introductions, so well, some introductions anyways. Phil Cherio got 5th. He's going to go to the Open Atlanta next week, so he's staying on prep. He didn't seem disappointed in that. I got to say, that guy sure takes stuff on the chin and doesn't take it personally. Because I felt like some of the top guys in the Masters did not even get compared to Hideki. Like, they just cut Hideki in the middle the whole time and just didn't even compare him at all. Come on, guys, let's get this ball on the roll. Jesus, I just pulled up some pictures on Instagram from, I'm going to share this with you guys. Some close-up pictures from Instagram. Just a second. By the way, on my Instagram, you might see several different links to this thing. That's because one was for prejudging, and now there's the night show, so it might get confusing. But the 4th link on Instagram takes you here, in case you missed it. But I'm going to pull up right now something I just saw on Instagram. Let's see. While they're waiting for this stuff to go on. Let's see. Bodybuilders Without Borders. Here we go. Check this shit out, guys. Let me see. That's Joe Palacio from earlier today. I mean, that is freaking freaky. That's just gnarly. I mean, I know his hips are a little bit on the wide side, but still, that's just an awful lot of solid, hard, ripped muscle right there. See where we're at on this thing. Okay, the women are up right now. This is women's physique competitors. Let me see here. Where was that? Yeah. So there's Joe from earlier today. So here you got a picture of actually a video top 4 from this is from prejudging. It's not the clearest, but I think that Quintin looks better in this footage just because it's not coming out the clearest from video. But I saw a video earlier that was posted by Leo on his phone. It was taken 3 rows back, and you could definitely see the conditioning difference in these guys. And Quintin just wasn't there. So see how they're moving? Quintin to the outside. Joe moved in. So right there. Joe's back double is better than Sampson's or high. Joe's back double is like off that hook. Yeah, he's off the hook. That guy's just wild. I don't think his conditioning is quite on the level of Brendan. It's good, but not quite there yet. It's not quite. But John Jewett came in just peeled out of his mind. I really think he holds his own in this thing. Just a little bit of size. When you see him direct comparisons, a little bit not quite as big as the other guys. Although look at the hamstrings and glutes are dug out. I mean, his back double is pretty wild too. and he's got he's got bicep peaks and everything. I can't say anything bad about John Jewett. It's none. You can't say anything bad about any of these guys. They're all really good. It's just like who's better. It's really just who's the better of the group. There's a good comparison right here. Now this is a comparison. They put Joe and John Jewett in the middle just to shake things up a little bit. And yeah, Joe looks massive and thick. I just feel like Brendan Hutchinson, he just has a little bit more just polish. I don't know what else to say. Color is just perfect. Striations are just a little bit deeper. It just put together just a little bit better. John Jewett, though, his back is crazy too. Looks like they've moved on from women. Like, well, there's an intermission going on or something. Are they still doing? Oh, you're still doing women's physique. It's coming out. They're doing individual routines with the women's physique. There's a picture of a woman's. Do you ever judge women's contests? I'm not an official judge, in so I couldn't say no. I judge powerlifters, but not in bodybuilding. I'm not an official IFBB or NPC judge, so I couldn't say that. But I could. I think I have an eye to know what it is. I like women's physique. I just I don't know about the bikini competitions. I guess I could judge it if I had to, but um, the physique I don't I find interesting, and I would say even figure, but I don't know. Bikini and fit model, honestly, I get bored with it. So I wouldn't say I would judge that. Let's see where we're at here. But so the women's physique competitors are pretty phenomenal. I mean, they got a lot of muscle on them. And there's a lot of them competing in this show. So the physique is tough on a pro level. So I'm gonna I wish they'd go back to mass monster women of the 80s and 90s. Mm, honestly, these women's physique competitors right now, they're they're pretty damn jacked. Right now, what I'm seeing here, they're pretty jacked. Let's see if I can give you guys an idea what they look like right now. It's hard to get a screenshot of them because they don't stop moving. But So this is a girl competing right now. Take a look. I mean, she got a lot of muscle on her. She's got a lot of muscle on her right now. You can't say those women are small by any means. Actually, my ex trained with Iris Kyle for a while. I guess on a bodybuilding level, she was probably the best, but after 11 Olympias, they took women's bodybuilding out of the Olympia, so not enough people were a fan of her conditioning and everything else. But I got to say, these women competing now, they're pretty damn conditioned, especially in the physique. They're pretty impressive. It's hard to say. By the way, if your guys are not logged into the live stream, I posted the link up earlier, but you might want to just jump on there so you can see all what's going on. Well, unfortunately, I can't just share the live stream with you guys. Hey, Natalia. See, now Natalia brings something different to the table because she brings the femininity along with the muscularity. So it's just more acceptable because, I mean, let's face it, a female should have a pretty face. And she has that along with the muscularity. I think it's when the face starts getting distorted. That's when people kind of don't like it. I don't really think it's the body as much as the face. If the face gets too hard, from just being so lean and whatever else, it's just not a good look. So this is a girl that's competing right now. And so as you can see, actually her face doesn't look too bad in this picture, but you can see the definition in the cheekbones. And she's muscular, but I think it's just the facial features that are a little bit hard, the jawline and everything that tends to turn people away. It doesn't bother me, but, well, actually some of them it does. Some of them it does. Okay, this one I'm going to take a picture of here. So you can see how muscular some of these girls are. They definitely have. I don't know if it's the same as the Iris was pretty shredded, but size-wise, I don't know. Conditioning's there too. As we're waiting for this to go on, I'm going to eat because I got to train legs after this. Can't train on an empty stomach. Thank you, Natalia. Natalia just gave me an Instagram shout out. I think I've known Natalia since probably since she turned pro. Yeah, I gotta say she's always been one of my favorites competitors. Okay. Okay, it looks like they're doing some intermission stuff. Guess they're getting ready to proceed to the women's physique. So while we're waiting on this, if you guys have any questions or anything, just go ahead and put them in the comments. Let's see what we've got here. So Leo is at the show. Actually, and he posted a video from his phone. And I'll show you that. Before I do that real quick. See, the women's are doing the pose down. So this is some footage earlier that Leo took from his cell phone on the prejudging. This is Joe and Jordan Hutchinson. Now Joe's back is something else. But look at how dug out Brendan's glutes are. And you can see that Joe's got, man, he's separated too. I still have Brendan, but Quintin's not quite the condition of the other two. And John Jewett, we can't see him in this. I don't know why Leo's got him cut out of this particular video, but I know John brought the conditioning also. So this could go a lot of different ways. Okay, let's go see where we're at here. They should be starting. Yeah, they're just going to give the awards out to the women right now. Oh, Sarah Villegas is doing the awards, presenting the awards to the winner. And I gotta say, she looks jacked in her evening dress. She still looks like she could. I'm sure she could get on stage right now. There's Sarah Falegas getting ready to present awards, and you can see like her shoulders, arms, quads. I mean, she looks pretty jacked. And well, she's getting ready for Olympia, so I'm sure she stays in pretty good condition all the way through. So I think right after these awards, we should be starting the men's open bodybuilding. I'll be right back. All right, looks like we're just finishing up with the women. Let's see who's going to win. Oh. The girl that's the winner, she's pretty, look, they're now, I guess, for first and second, but both these girls are pretty cocked. It's a nice big trophy they got there. This they're getting ready to make the announcement. Look at these two girls. I mean, look at the quads on her. This is getting ready to make the announcement for between first and second in the women's physique. And there it is. So that does it for the women. But all of them look like phenomenal. And I guess the girl that won, actually, the other one was, I thought she was almost more muscular, but maybe not. There's your winner. So we should be on with men's bodybuilding any moment now. Okay. Oh, we're waiting for this. Let's take a look at some stuff. Here's another clip from the prejudging. And Joe looks really good in the side shots, but the back is tough. Joe's back is just crazy good. Brendan's got a little bit more taper, but Joe's got all that thick, gnarly detail in the back there. Striations and the lats. John hard as rocks. Quintin just not quite as hard as last week. Joe coming out for a free posing. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not Joe, Brendan. Oh, shoot. What happened? It's like a, okay. But got it back. The stage is clear. Sid is making announcements. What are they doing now? Oh, they're presenting an award. Somebody. Another speech, and they're presenting an award. There's flowers up there, so female, obviously. So Bernard Alves, I guess, is my new Olympia judge. So let me celebration of that. But I appreciate your comment there. We're just waiting for the Open to get going here. They're doing some awards, but it should be starting. Okay. Once we get the men's going, I'll try to put in as many snapshots as I can so you guys can see it as it's going. Yeah, Natalia's going to be up against Sarah again. And I actually prefer Natalia over Sarah, but Sarah's tough too. I'm getting updates from Phil Churio. Just took fifth at the Masters Olympia 212. He's going to Atlanta Pro next weekend. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, this is a thankless job. We put in a lot of hours, get a little benefit from it. So I really appreciate that. Just sort of more of a passion thing than a money thing, to be honest with you. And yeah, Luke and Leo, we definitely put in our work. Art Atwood, does Joe Palacio's back look like his? Art Atwood is huge, and he had a great back too. Yeah, but I don't know. Palacios is so thick and conditioned. I don't know. Yeah, Art Atwood he was pretty gnarly too. I'd have to see side by side. It's too hard to compare, but he did have a crazy back. He did have a crazy back. That is for sure. Like to get going. Here we go. Open bodybuilding is getting underway. Should be starting up here any moment now. Sid's getting ready to make the announcement. Oh, no, that's not what we want. Remove that. So here we go. They're lined up on stage. Let's see who we got for our first call out. If you guys haven't logged in the live stream, I posted the link earlier, but just go to Texas Pro 2025, and there's a pay-per-view, $30. It's not too much. Okay, first call out. We've got Quintin. You've got Joe. Brendan. John Jewett. Okay. Man, Joe from the back, he's just so big and thick and just standing relaxed. Yeah, that's tough. And you know what? The German kid, he's peeled, like from the back especially, just peeled. Side triceps. Okay. So you got Bruno Santos on the end, looking massive. So that was your first call out right there. Do I think Joe has a chance to win? I do think he has a chance, but I think he's going to have a really hard time overcoming Jordan Hutchinson because Brandon's just put together so well. So now that your second call out, and they moved. So Bruno and a German kid are in the middle, so they're not good. They're obviously not top four, and they've got Patrick Moore in there, Stewart, big guy from Canada, Joe. So this is your basically fifth through 10th. These guys right here. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th through 11th, actually. Let's see if I can give you a sneak peek of this second call out here. Let's see. moving Stu over, switch places with Patrick Moore, put him on the end. Switching Patrick Moore and the big guy, putting them on the end. Okay. Yeah, Emir Omaragic. He's probably the most conditioned guy in the show. And it looks like he's top of the second call out. It's between him and Bruno for fifth and sixth. Now we got third call out coming up. Interesting. Oh, here they come. Here's Brandon Moore. This is your third call out. And this third call out is a pretty big call out so far. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in this third call out. And Young Long Pin is definitely standing out in this one here, just because he's structure. Just doesn't have the size to hang with the top guys. I mean, he's got a lot of muscle on him. And anybody know who the guy with the braids is? I don't know who he is. I don't know his name, black guy. But he's got a whole lot of muscle on him, and he's crazy conditioned too. He's got the braids up like in a bun on his head. Okay, we've got our fourth call out. This is a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-man call out. And they're all pretty good. I mean, but obviously, this is the highest level of the sport. The guy on the end, I don't know his name, but he's Joe Palacio's training partner, and I think he's a Masters competitor. Let's see. So here you guys can see this is the fourth call out. And pretty solid competitors right there. Let's see. The guy in the middle, really thick from the back. Actually, him and the black guy next to him also pretty thick. And good conditioning, too. It's just the pro level is no joke. I think the guy second from the end, he is the new young guy, like 22 years old. I have to admit, I don't know the names of every single one of these guys because some of them I've not seen them before. Okay, we're coming back to the top four again. Here's our top four. They've got Quintin and was in the middle, then they just switched him with Joe. And so Joe and Quintin are both in the middle right now. And I got to say, Joe is looking damn good. So is Quintin, though. Quintin looks huge. His shoulders are just so wide, but I just think the conditioning's not quite there. All right, we're comparing from the back. The back shots. All right, check out this back lat spread. Boom. Joe is so impressive from the side. The separation in his leg from the side are just phenomenal. So his abs and thighs, even though his waist is a little wide, he's got like really deep abs, Joe. Most muscular. Joe's thick as hell, but like Quintin looks good. This would be tough to judge, to be honest. To be judge. So I guess there's a little break in the action for a moment. Not sure exactly what's going on. So we're just waiting. I think they're going to do individual posing routines. Probably for the top guys now. Yeah. Here comes Gareth Baggio for his individual routine. So he's in the top 10. I think the top 10 get to pose. Gareth Bud looks phenomenal. Thickness, shape, muscularity, conditioning. He's got it all. When he by himself, he looks like he could be the winner. Just what he's short, so when he's standing next to the other guys, it's just not the same. Yeah, I still have Joe. You think Joe beats Brendan Hutchinson? I don't know. He's got a ton of muscle and he's thick. Let's see. There's Gareth Baggio in a part of his routine. Back looking phenomenal thickness and everything. It's really impressive. Okay, here's Quintin. Okay, he looks freaking wild. His conditioning's just not there from the back. Not. He's just a little soft from the back. He tried to come in fuller. I'm not sure that was a good strategy. Trying to be fuller. Yeah, I think that's going to hurt him. The other guys are like hard as nails. So yeah, he looks a little bigger, but from the front, it's all there. But from the back, just doesn't have the separation. But still, he does fill out that frame pretty damn well. I gotta say, he's got a lot of muscle on him. Super wide shoulders. All right, who we got next? Brandon Hutchinson. That's going to be hard to beat. I mean, he's got it all going on. Conditioning, thickness. There's no weak points at all for the separation in the legs. Now here's where he separates himself, the back. Look at the detail all through his mid-back, his glutes, hamstrings. Everything's in. No loose, nothing. No water, no film. Skin texture, color, everything is just right on. He just has that quality to him. It's just all put together right. It's a thing of like who just has the least amount of weaknesses. But yeah, he just looks gnarly. They're letting him pose for a long time. Like this is way more than a minute. I guess when you're the winner, you can do what you want. Yeah, very complete. Sorry, Jordan. Did I say his name wrong? It's Jordan. Okay, here's John Jewett. Man, look at John. Hard as freaking nails. And just thick. John is like the perfectionist. Just so much hard, grainy muscle there. It's just like there's nothing missing. He just doesn't have the deep separation in the glutes that Brendan has. Crazy biceps, though. Crazy everything. Look at the abductors. Abductors are freaking phenomenal. Jewett's signature pose. Back double. Wow. His abductors are so thick. Look at it. Like, even in the midsection, he's like so tight through the midsection. I think he's better than last week. I don't know. I feel like John gets, almost overlooked because maybe just size wise, he's just a little, he's not even really smaller, just not as wide. Here we got Patrick Moore. Great shape. He made the top 10, at least, I guess. So he's got great shape, but conditioning is good, but not the greatest. Just not on the level of these other guys. And especially from the back, he says no separation, no detail at all. His glutes are soft. He's having problems balancing. Seems like maybe he's cramping up or something. I don't know. He's like tripping on himself in his posing routine. Yeah, something's wrong. His legs are wobbly. It's kind of weird. Maybe over depleted. He's just so flat. Not sure. Looks like he's hurting. Yeah, I guess you're right. But Jewett is kind of compact compared. He's just not as wide. But he did come way improved over the other day or last week. I'm sorry. He is more improved. Okay, here we've got Bruno Santos. Excellent conditioning. Lower back looks tight. Even he's got dug out hamstrings, but the glutes are they're really round, and like the striations just don't really come out, which is odd because the rest of him is striated. But his hamstrings are really dug out, and he's got a ton of muscle on him. He's a big guy. He's just a little squarish looking, his overall physique, but I mean he's impressive. And I'm nitpicking on him, comparing him to the other guys. And keep in mind, we're comparing, like, these guys are amongst the best in the world, literally. I mean, I can see, even though Brendan and Joe Palacio are relatively new, they're going to be placing high in Olympia. They're that good. They're like top 10 Olympia quality. Now you've got Henny Rombaugh live stream giving his play-by-play opinion right now. So I'm guessing that the judges are tallying things up right now. Seems what's going on. We're just waiting for them to. They're coming back on stage. Probably. Oh, here we go. Eric Armasi, he's going to do his posing routine right now. I don't know what the break was. I got to say, this guy, most conditioned guy in the show, probably right there. Not as big and thick as some of the other guys, but conditioning, though. I mean, look at the striations in the glutes. I mean, he's just peeled. He's always peeled. He brings conditioning like almost like nobody else. Just doesn't have the thickness and the size of some of the other guys. He's a little square looking. But, I mean, again, I'm nitpicking because we're comparing him to the best of the world. But the conditioning is off the charts. Yes, Amir. Phenomenal. And look at the hardness, especially from the back. Especially from the back. Okay, here we go. Palacio. And he just looks like a monster. Ton of muscle. Crazy conditioning. He's just like, he's like a bulldog. Now look at the back. Jesus. You got to say, from all the way from the head to the down to the bottom, striated quads, thick, just crazy thickness. Granted, yeah, the waist is a little wide, but still, I mean, separated abs, striations in the serratus. I mean, come on. Look at the size of him. This is impressive as hell. That side chest is unbelievable. I think the more he poses, the more people just, you can't deny that just freaky size and conditioning. Even if his waist is a little wide, you just can't deny that the size and conditioning is like off the charts. Deep separation. And he's got clean muscle too. It's not like, doesn't look like blow up muscle. It looks like this is like real solid. I mean, we're talking 90s level conditioning and size. Here's the big monster guy from Canada. I don't remember his name. I don't know. Maybe someone can tell me. I knew what it was, but I just don't remember it. But he is, for the height of him, he carries so much muscle. So much muscle. It's just so impressive. Trying to see. I'm looking at competitors list, trying to figure out. I mean, for that tall as he is, look at how thick he is through his legs. I mean, the guy's got to be like, I don't know, 6'3" or something. Look at the back. It's just a ton of muscle on that. Could be a little bit harder. I'm not saying, I mean, obviously he's got striations in the glutes, but he could be harder. But, you know, following Joe Palacio, it's hard act to follow right there. But really, really big guy. Amir has the best conditioning of the show, but he can't compare with Joe because Joe's just so damn big. So I guess, yeah. I just think Brendan Hutchinson has more complete, but I don't know. Joe's crazy mass and conditioning. He's gonna push. He's pushing that really hard. Here we got Stuart Sutherland, beef stew. Stuart looks better. Like tightened up a little bit, maybe here at the night show. I mean, good size, thickness. just doesn't have the hardness. Doesn't have separation. That's what it is. I'm not sure. Got a lot of muscle on him. Just the separation is not there. And he looks dry. So it doesn't look like he's holding water. Just doesn't have that deep separation. Just doesn't have it. Let's see who's coming out next. They're bringing out a trophy for someone. I'm not sure what it looks like. A little bodybuilder trophy. I'm not sure what's going on here with this. I don't know if this is another award thing. On whose shoulders? Oh, a most muscular award for Martin Fitzwater? I don't know. Oh, John Jewett got most muscular. Interesting. So it was a most muscular award for John Jewett. Valentino looks like wears shoulder pads, but I'm not sure which bodybuilder you're referring to here as shoulder pads. I guess you could say a bunch of them have big shoulders, so don't know. Yeah, I guess if you go pose by pose, you would say maybe Jordan. I mean, maybe Joe, but I think just that Jordan beats him with the. You think Joe should have the most muscular award? Yeah. Well, I would say, I don't know. For some reason, the most muscular award is like a cancellation prize. When you're not going to win, they give you the most muscular award. He does carry a ton of muscle and he's shredded. But yeah, I could see your point. I could see why you would say that Joe should have taken the most muscular award over John Jewett, because he is that. I think Brendan just overall has a smaller waist and a more taper. So that's what gives him the edge over Joe. But I mean, if you just go straight size and conditioning, yeah, it's Joe all day. So it's like apples to oranges. Who do you like? I gave another award to I'm not sure if this is a classic guy or who he is. Okay, what do we got going on now? Oh, Martin Fitzwater's coming out. Is he going to get an award for something too? Or he's just coming out to say hello? I don't know. Oh, he's giving out an award. Looks like to somebody. Martin himself is looking pretty large and in charge right there. He looks thick. Oh, Joe Palacio. Maybe this is the most muscular award. Maybe they gave the award to the other John Jewett for best poser or something. Maybe it's the most muscular. So probably that. So he did get he made it. I think he did get the most muscular award. I can't turn on the volume because we're not allowed to. Oh, Martin sponsored the award for most muscular, and Joe got the most muscular award. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Leo, for clarifying that. Okay. Looks like we're getting ready to go into final persons. And then calling out Joe. Oh, this is interesting. Sid's asking Joe some kind of questions. I think they're trying to create some hype here. Pose down. And they're oh, they're all going into the crowd to pose. That's cool. Can't see much because it's so dark, but they're all posing with the fans in the crowd. It's cool when they do this. They don't do it at all shows, but when they do it, it's cool. They're all posing in the crowd. So just posing in the crowd. See a little bit of that. And they'll generally make their way back up. It's cool for the fans, but honestly, on the live stream, you can't see much because they're surrounded by people. They used to do this at Olympia, go pose in the crowd. I don't think they do it anymore. They should, though. It's kind of a cool thing. I mean, how often do you get to see like a world pro bodybuilder standing a foot in front of you in the flesh, posing? That's like once in a lifetime for most people. Definitely makes for an exciting show, though. More stuff going on. Okay. Here we go. Amir. Looks like Amir got 5th. John Jewett's in 4th. Yep, 3rd. Quintin Beastwood 3rd. All right, here we go. So who you got? You got Joe or Brendan? This is for the top spot. I'm going to say Brendan Hutchinson, even though I like Joe's build. I just feel like he's more complete. And Andrew Jacked giving out the first place award. Being a former Texas Pro winner seems appropriate. Look, he looks absolutely huge in his attire there. It's got to be rough for both these guys because Brendan just won his first show. So Joe is 2nd, I believe. Oh, no, they haven't announced it yet. I guess we're just bringing him in the middle. Let's see. Who's it going to be? Man, just standing there, they both look so good. Yeah, Brendan won. Just a little bit more complete. A little bit more complete. I mean, Jordan, I'm sorry. Why did I take you say Brandon? Jordan Hutchinson won. So there you go, guys. I think that was a good call. And I think for Joe to take 2nd, I mean, he's a new pro, and that he just beat Quintin Beastwood. I mean, that's still really good. Joe still took 2nd. So, and Brendan is no Joe. I mean, Jordan, I'm sorry. So there you go, guys. There it is. And there it is. I got booted out for a second, but there it is. It's a wrap. So we had Brandon Hutchinson first, Joe Palacio second, third is Quintin Beastwood, and then fourth we have John Jewett. And that's it. All right. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe. We have all the HD muscles products in stock. So if you want to go to our website at undergroundperformancegym.com, we'll have them on sale there. And yeah, Jordan, I'm sorry. I keep saying Brandon. My bad. But yeah, Brandon Hutchinson is the winner. So there we go. Thanks, Leo.
I believe that the fires were cast upon, on the flames we shall become. I believe in a common cause.